college football playoff is not actually about sending the 4 best teams into the playoff. It's actually about sending the 4 teams that the committee thinks make the most sense to send to the playoff. To illustrate my point, let's just take a look at the 2 rankings the committee gave us right before the playoff selection show. This was the college football playoff picture after week 13. So all these 5 teams right here are 11-0 heading into rivalry week. Now at this point of the season, 99% of college football fans could have told you what the 3 best teams in America are. Georgia, Ohio State, and Michigan, and you could rank them however you wanted to. But after rivalry week, they decided to drop Ohio State from number 2 to number 6, which makes sense to me. I mean, how are you going to rank them above any of the undefeateds? But in my opinion, they ranked Ohio State behind Oregon because they believe that Oregon would beat Washington if they had a rematch in the Pac-12 championship, which is dangerous thinking because we obviously all saw that Oregon lost that rematch to Washington. And then come time for the actual playoff selection, the top 6 looks so different. Texas and Alabama weren't really in the playoff picture as we just saw before conference championship weekend. But you know what? Texas won the Big 12 and they beat Alabama earlier, and Alabama beat Georgia in the SEC championship. And Florida State didn't really look all that great against Louisville with their 3rd string quarterback in the ACC championship game. That's why I'm a believer that the playoff is not a reflection on the 4 best teams in the country. It's only a reflection on which 4 teams make the most sense to go to the playoff. Because for 99% of the year, we all would have said 2 teams inside the top 4 are Georgia and Ohio State. Now, I'm not saying that these 4 teams don't deserve to go to the playoff because they earned their way to go to the college football playoff this year. I just don't know how we can all get on the train that Georgia and Ohio State are firmly number 1 and number 2 to just being completely outside the top 5.